Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another night of CGL tournament action. Tonight we have the mid-season tournament finals for the PC Master Tier in NA. We have alternate F4 versus the Party Pugs, and it's looking like it's going to be a great matchup here.
Yeah, Fletcher, I'm really excited to see this match play out. I am really hoping. I would like to see more maps. The past couple matches I've seen have been 3-0s. I'm really hoping we can get to a map 4, maybe even a map 5. Uh, but I'm really hoping to see some really balanced fights and long fights. Should be a good time. Good night for some Overwatch.
To be honest, you're 100% right. I think every match that I've casted has been a sweep. 2-0s across the board, 2 4-0s for the grand finals matches that I've casted in the last tournament. And it's just been one-sided slaughters every time I've been on the camera here, so I would like to definitely see some closer game.
Yeah, and we're just waiting for the map to start, and I'll just go off with the alternate F4 lineup. We have Barbie on tank with Liba and Zay as the DPS line, followed by Serena and Manny on the support line.
And then for the Party Pugs starting lineup, we have got Stoicism on the tank, Cloxer and HP Atlas on the DPS, and Candy Corn and Kane on support here. And I believe our first map going in is going to be Lijiang Tower. And I gotta know, I haven't really watched a whole lot of these matches recently. So, like, what are you thinking that the lineups are gonna come out on with this?
Yeah,
The
well, with Li
comps?
Jiang, it really, these are my personal experience, and what I've seen has been really dependent on which map starts off in Li Jiang. I've seen a good amount of rush comps, especially early on. Though with the new changes made to a lot of the tanks, we can see a lot of different things. I feel like Rush will probably have a strong output going into Li Jiang, but I wouldn't be surprised to see some Ramatras or dives as well.
Also, I think one comp that can't be overlooked is definitely the Wrecking Ball dive with, you know, a Sombra or a Tracer. I've been terrorized personally by Ball in my ranked games over the past couple of weeks. He seems pretty strong right now,
Absolutely.
and it looks, if that health pool is what I think it is, it looks like Barbie is about to come out on the Wrecking Ball. Because
Yeah.
I guess we'll have to wait in 5 more seconds to figure out what they're gonna come out on. And it will be the Ramatra. I got baited hard, and Stoicism is actually gonna come out on the Reinhardt here. And
Yeah, so it looks like we have both Sims probably doing the quick TP, followed by a speed boost by the respective Lucios. I would expect these Symmetras to probably swap to a faster character like a Tracer to get into the fight early. And we're gonna see. I will expect to see like a really up and close fight in that white room up to the side of the point.
yeah, and with the Junkrat in the comp, it's definitely gonna be a pretty hectic fight. But we're gonna see both Symmetra's gonna switch over to the Sojourn, as Candy Corn gets really low there, but she's able to just escape. And we're gonna see Stoicism just swinging on Barbie, but he's gonna get really, really low. But and Liba's gonna find a Kriya here for the first pick of the fight, and it's looking like the Party Pugs are gonna have to back up here, and they are not capping the point as Liba finds Stoicism too for the first two picks of the round.
Yep, and that was a very quick first round fight for the side of alternate F4. And now they're going to be trying to hold this corner here and really stuff them with these junk nades to kind of really prevent them to take this space. It's going to be tough. The Rhine Shield should be able to help them get that space enough for them to back up, as we see right now.
But that being said, the Rhine Shield is going to take a lot of pressure from the junk nades, and it looked like Liba's about to tire here. Probably going to be looking for the back line. Maybe he's going to find two, and Candy Corn can't get the inward off fast enough. And Liba's going to find a Kriya and Candy Corn there with the Rip Tire, as Party Pugs are going to have to back up again.
Yeah, great tire value with on the side of alternate F4 from Liba. Getting that immortality offline is great, but here we go with...
Candy Corn is going to get found first again, and Barbie's going to pop the Ram ult, and it's just another dominant fight win here for alternate F4.
Yeah, Annihilation's really strong right now. It's probably one of the top ultimates in the tank section of Overwatch right now, which is how long it can last and how powerful it can be with the damage over time, along with the Ramacha punches. Really a lot of damage, not much you can really do other than try and back out.
You're going to see the overclock here from HP Atlas, and Stoicism is going to find Liba right off the rip there, and it's looking like a Shatter's coming out from Stoicism, and he's going to find Monty, but that should be 2 dead for alternate F4, and Party Pugs are going to get the flip here. Stoicism is going to find Serena, and HP Atlas is going to find Zay to clean up.
Yeah, and now Party Pugs can return to favor. Keep holding this front line here. They have a tire and a beat to kind of keep them alive and keep the pressure going for a little bit longer. They're going to need to do this as long as trying to keep as much as they can, but be cognizant of that point, because it is alternate F4 has 80%. They're not that much longer to getting this point win.
Ooh, and Akria is going to find the tire onto Zay there, and that's going to be we're going to see Liba also using the Rip Tire, and he's going to try and hold it against that wall for as long as he can. And he's going to find Akria and Candy Corn again with the double Rip Tire. Liba just finding value every time they press the Q button. You're going to see Beat coming out from Kane as Monty's going to find HP Atlas. And it's looking like it's going to be a fight win here for alternate F4.
Yeah, they tried to keep it going with that beat, but it wasn't enough with the pressure coming on from the DPS line there on the side of alternate F4. It's going to be really tough for Party Pugs to get back in here.
The window's going to go up, but Stoicism is already super low. But HP Atlas is going to find Liba, and that Ram ult is not going to get anything. They're just too far away. But Zay's going to find HP Atlas, and Monty's going to find Stoicism. This looks like it's going to... Oh my goodness, Zay with 2. Barbie finds Candy Corn, and that's going to be a round win for alternate F4.
Yeah, really strong first map for alternate F4. They really showed off how strong Ramacha can be, especially when you have a good comp around him. And really highlights everything about it. Like the ult usage was great on the side of alternate F4, getting at least 1 to 2 high value targets per ult. Like the Liba's tires have been so far crazy in value. But it looks like we have Party Pugs doing a little bit of a composition change here.
Yeah, maybe not quite a dive, but the double aerial with the Wrecking Ball, that is a comp that I've tried out in my personal scrims recently, which I guess they think it has some merit. And Candy Corn and Kane are going to switch up the roles here, and oh my goodness, a good first pick there on Zay, and Akria is going to find Liba. That's going to be probably a first cap point pretty easily there for alternate F4. Just applying the pressure right off the rip off spawn.
Yeah, and I don't think alternate F4 was ready for that Pharah boot and the Tracer in their backline so quickly. So now they're going to get this point early, and now they have plenty of time to work with. Oh, never mind. Looks like their alternate F4 is coming in.
Yeah, and Korea's going to get found by Serena, but Stoicism is super low. If they, yeah, they're gonna get caught by Barbie, and that's probably gonna be a nice retake there from alternate F4, and Kane's gonna find the death barrier.
Yeah, and trying to get that fair out of this guy as a soldier, and it's a little tough when it's not fully hit
It's
scan.
tough. Yeah, yeah. You're gonna see a Kriya going in there for the pressure, but they're gonna be able to get out pretty easily. You're gonna see the Tracer 1v1 here as ooh, is he gonna find anything? No, they're not. Just the Pharah's pumping in that damage, and they can't really do anything about it. Anything but ignore. But Leva's gonna find a Kriya, and are they gonna find anything else? That it doesn't look like they're gonna need much else because they're not being super aggressive right now.
Yeah, and I would really want to see some more value out of this Wrecking Ball pick, right? They're not really being like really disruptive as what a typical ball play would be. So that's one of the things I want to really look for coming up as they're 70% to
Kriya's gonna find Zay, and they have Pulse Bomb ready to go if they want to find maybe the Lucio or the Ramat right here, and that looks like cleanse, and we're gonna see the barrage here as Serena goes down as soon as they use the Kisane rush. It's gonna be a big old scrum on the point, and not gonna quite stick, but does a lot of damage to Stoicism there. And they're gonna find the Mega, but they're probably gonna go down here. Yeah, and that will be another fight win for alternate F4, and it's crunch time for Party Pugs.
Yeah, like I said, I feel like they're not getting the value that they're looking for with this team comp. I'm surprised I haven't seen much of a swap in terms of composition on this point. I mean, yeah, they have the mines, but I don't know.
We're gonna see the Annihilation come out too. Stoicism's gonna find Zay, and HP Atlas is finding Liba, but can they get the value out of this Annihilation to save this to end the round? Well, I guess we'll see. No, not really, but Monty's gonna find Kane. Kriya goes down, takes Serena down. A big beat out from Monty, and just trying to apply the pressure on the Pharah that nobody else really can at that point. Zay's gonna find the Pharah actually, as soon as I say that, and a nice headshot onto a Kriya. And Liba's gonna find Candy Corn, and it's looking like this map is going to be going to alternate F4. And Monty also decides to jump in the pit. And that will be mapped to alternate F4.
Yeah, and I'm not too surprised if I'm going to be completely honest with you, Flash. I mean, not a whole lot of adaptability on the side of the Party Pugs on that second point. They kind of just stuck with that team comp and just ran it headfirst into the same wall over and over again. And there was nothing really there. They didn't have any way of dealing with alternate F4's comp. I feel like they should be looking into this next map choice, kind of pick a play style that really fits them, and have alternate 4 play their style.
Yeah, for sure. The Wrecking Ball, I mean, it can, like I said earlier, it can be really, really strong if played correctly. And you need a lot of, what's the word? Cohesion and communication to make that work. And it just didn't look like the Tracer and the Ball, it didn't look like they were working together. They were just two separate entities when they should be one most of the time.
Yeah, the overall, I think the communication on that was probably not as strong as they were hoping. Because really they need to be collapsing on those low value targets or that support line. But they weren't able to. Ramacho was able to apply that pressure to the front line, probably helping their DPS clean up the kills. I don't have much to really say. I feel like they could have been so much better on the side of Party Pugs. And
on the side of alternate F4, I think it should be said that Liba played very well by themselves as Tracer, just consistently finding picks. 1v1ing a Kriya on the point to start the map, and just as opposed to the ball comp, the Tracer by themselves with the Ramatra win a lot better for alternate F4.
Yeah, and I mean, we're still waiting to figure out what this next map's going to be. But what do you think would be? We know we have Hybrid coming up. What are your thoughts?
I think it's hard to say because Numbani just came back, and I don't really know if people. Okay, they can't pick Numbani. I've just been told. So, you know, KR, maybe. I know that's pretty popular. I don't know. I didn't really get a great idea of what their play style was that map as opposed to alternate F4.
Yeah, and with Hybrid, there's a lot of different maps with a lot of different advantages, right? Which we have, obviously King's Row is strong with, even still in Overwatch 2 with Reinhardt. I've seen Reinhardt so strong in that map. Then we have,
and they did run out on the Reinhardt early on, and I've just been told we are being taken to King's Row. So if I had to guess, they are going to come back out on that the Reinhardt Baptiste comp that they ran on the first map on Lijiang.
Yeah, I'm really curious to see how it works to their favor. King's Row does have that spawn point where you can get a Widow pick, maybe 2 if you're lucky. I'm eager to see what they come out with. Obviously, I would be shocked if they do something that's not Reinhardt, based on how much they were running it in that first map, on that first map of Lijiang, and it was working for them pretty okay, right? It wasn't a bad mismatch in terms of tank line there. So I think they're strong on Reinhardt based on that one map. I wouldn't be too surprised to see. I don't see alternate 4 probably straying from what worked on map 1.
No, it was so dominant. I don't imagine they're gonna switch it up. And I mean, Ramatra just overall is a better tank than Reinhardt. If you don't have that team cohesion with Reinhardt, you're not gonna get a lot done. And you can get a lot done by yourself as Ramatra. So
yeah, especially with that Nemesis form, with the additional health pool you can get on a click of a button, it's really strong.
Yeah. So we're getting ready to go in here. I got baited before on the tank pick because of the health pool, but that looks like Reinhardt's health pool from Stoicism. I don't want to say that again and be completely wrong again, but if I wouldn't be surprised. And that is a Reinhardt. I didn't get hard baited again. But yeah, we're gonna see alternate F4 come out on the same thing that they played last map for the entire time. But then Stoicism coming out with or Party Pugs, I should say, coming out on the hard rush comp with a Mei, and I imagine probably a Sojourn or a Cassidy. That also is pretty strong right now.
Yeah, and with the Mei, they're probably gonna just try to use that to help aid the Ryan shield, because Ryan's shield has been so, I don't want to say fragile, because I feel like that's not fully accurate, but it does get melted pretty quickly now. So that extra shield, the extra wall with the Mei can help aid in moving the team close towards point without as much damage being taken.
And they're gonna rotate around the high ground. I don't see this very often. This is interesting. I'm gonna just be taking some shots there, and you're gonna see HP Atlas gonna take this high ground with Kane, and you're gonna get cut off by the ROM shield, but this high ground control is pretty strong. They're gonna be speed boosted across the gap there as the rest of the team looks like they're just gonna take their sweet time getting around, trying to pick up as much damage as they can when they're looking at alternate F4. This is creative for sure. They're gonna drop down here straight on the point, gonna cut off the Ramatra with the Mei wall, but a nice little cleanse there from Serena is gonna be important, and it's looking like they're gonna find Candy Corn right off the rip, and Stoicism is gonna go down, but HP Atlas is gonna find Liba, but it's looking like this is gonna be a good little defense fight here for alternate F4.
Yeah, and I like to create the wrap around the back high ground play, but it does take up a lot of time to get to that position that you want. And they already lost about half of the map time on point A here.
They lost 90 seconds on that. That's a lot. But HP
Yeah.
Atlas is gonna find Zay, and they're gonna take a more conventional route through the hotel. It looks like another nice wall there from Akria, and Serena's gonna go down as they use the Kitane rush. Barbie's gonna find HP Atlas, and Leva's gonna find Candy Corn. Is this turnable? Maybe? No, they might be able to touch. I don't know. It's gonna be really close. You're gonna see Serena climbing up the wall into the window, and they will touch here. It's gonna be a nice little retake fight, and Stoicism's gonna find Mani and Zay with the shatter, and Barbie switched to the Reinhardt. I didn't notice that until right this minute when they died again. But yeah, nice little fight there from Party Pugs.
Yeah, that's. I feel like that's the way they should have did it that first push, right? Just run straight through them and get into their faces. That's exactly how this team comp really plays, especially with the Mei just slowing people down with her primary fire. And then it was a good attempt to try and stall out that point and get some more time down, but it ultimately just didn't work out for the side of alternate F4.
By the way, Barbie is also back on the Ramatra, which is important, I would say. You're gonna see a wall and the blizzard coming out here. Stoicism is gonna find Barbie right off the rip, but Leva's gonna trade out for Candy Corn. HP Atlas wants this Deadeye so bad, but he is so low. A nice headshot on whoever he was shooting at. I couldn't see through the Reinhardt, but yeah, it's looking like a nice little backup here for alternate F4, and Party Pug is gonna get a little more push out of it.
Exactly. Yeah, and Party Pugs are happy with this because they also got the beat out of alternate F4, and it didn't really, and now they have a beat of their own, and they have Ant Matrix to get around this crucial corner at the end of the second point. This is probably one of the hardest points to get back to if you lose.
Nice stick, but an even better immort. But Candy Corn is gonna go down, and Zay's gonna find Kane, and this looks like the first fight win since the first point for alternate F4.
Yeah, and it was very quick and very concise in terms of getting the kills. As you can see, they're doing a little stagger onto Stoicism there. But
great stick too.
Yeah, this is gonna be quite the uphill battle, at least for a push. They do have the ultimates to do it. You have the Earth Shatter and you have bolt support ults. It'll be really easy to get the fight going onto your side, get the momentum going. But it may have a pretty heavy investment.
We're gonna see the annihilation out here, and then Kane is gonna trade for the beat, and Shatter's gonna come in on Barbie. But okay, yeah, that was one of the. I spoke too soon. This is really incredible play by Zay. He's gonna find 3, and alternate F4 is gonna win the fight. That looked impossible to win for me. That was incredible by Zay, actually.
Good to see you.
Yeah, and like I said, this is where it gets tough on the side of Party Pugs, right? Because the defense has a much better way. Like, they have no choice but to go into the defensive side. They can't. There's not much of a flank angle they can take. I mean, yeah, you can go around the sides, but it's gonna be a little tougher. But
People want to pulse bomb again.
yeah,
And they're gonna get found out. Oh, dangerous position for Liba, but he's able to get away. Gonna probably look for the blizzard here if they can get it. But they're rotating around the high ground with the Deadeye window, actually. Okay, I guess not the window for the Deadeye. But they're all gonna kite the Deadeye, and ooh, a nice shot there from HP to take down Liba. And he's also gonna find Zay, and both DPS for alternate F4 are down, and I don't want to speak too soon again, but this looks like it could be a fight win for Party Pugs. Nice pin there on Barbie, and yeah, this is gonna be the point to Party Pugs.
Yeah, and they have about 2 minutes to get to the last leg here. They do have some stuff coming online. They have the Blizzard, probably get a good quick team fight, maybe some cleanups, force some support ults on the side of alternate F4. I'm gonna be really looking forward to this Shatter and see how they capitalize on that coming up soon.
Oh, the last time they used Shatter, I thought it was a good Shatter because they took down Barbie right away. But Zay coming up clutch again, taking out a Kriya before they can use the Blizzard, which is Zay's just been popping off at every turn. It seems like this map.
Yeah, and it was a very quick disengage on the side of Party Pugs, which is a great improvement considering how it's been going for them.
They're gonna use Immort here pretty early on, and it's gonna be gone. And HP Atlas is gonna find Liba, and they want this Blizzard right now. But the overclock is gonna come out from Zay. He made magic the last time. Can he do it again? It's gonna look like the answer to that question is no right now. And the Shatter's gonna come out from Stoicism, and Barbie goes down, but they bring out the Kitsune Rush, and it looks like alternate F4 is just running away right now. Zay's gonna find Candy Corn though. That's a really big pick here. Serena's gonna fall in the pit, and Kriya's gonna find Liba and Mani. Okay. Sheesh, okay. That was I just this DPS for Party Pugs, they're doing their best to try and keep their team in the game. Wow. Wow, Kriya. Oh my goodness. Incredible icicles out there, but Serena's gonna find HP Atlas here. Just are they? Oh, Serena's gonna go down to Stoicism, and Akriya's gonna ice block on the cart, and Kane is really low. Liba's gonna find Candy Corn, and Barbie's gonna find Kane. Alternate F4 is gonna turn it around here, and it's gonna be a hold.
Yeah, and Party Pugs are trying their hardest to kind of keep it going with the self heal and stuff on the point. They were just shy of the Blizzard. Probably would have may have been a completely different chance and fight if they got that off. Who knows? Blizzard can be such a game-defining ability, especially that close to the wire in terms of point progress. Not a bad map round for the side of Party Pugs. A lot better than their map on Lijiang, at least in my opinion.
Yeah, they had
a little bit more cohesive. Really played to their play style. It looks like they really favor the rush cup going in.
Yeah, their Reinhardt, I mean, like we said earlier, it looked good on the first map. And then they switched to the Wrecking Ball, and it didn't look nearly as good. But it's looking like they're going to come out on the same comp on defense from both sides. Gonna see.
Yeah, and
Reinhardt.
It was really close in terms of this matchup. Damn it. On the side when Party Pugs attack, the main's gonna be a little more annoying on defense, especially with those walls getting the cutting people off on that choke point before the point here. And if they can combo with the Ryan pin, they might be able to get a couple squishy kills as well. Some low value HP pool targets.
We're gonna see obviously the Ramadra comp again with the Sojourn. They are also looking to take a different route here. A different route to the side of the statue. Gonna find a nice little cleanse there, but Barbie's gonna go down almost immediately. And that is gonna have to be a disengage from alternate F4 if they can get away.
Yeah, and I do want to say, like, Kriya's Maywall just before they got across that high ground really helped them with that fight. Cut off Barbie early and cost them their life.
They're gonna find Zay too. This has been going very well for Party Pugs on the defense.
Oh boy.
Ooh. That's dangerous, but he should be able to get away here with the bat behind him. Yeah, that was a dangerous pin, but you know, I can't say that I would have done any different.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, just
Ryan can cancel
clean
charges
fight.
now, so it's probably not as dangerous as it should be.
Yeah, but he did. Oh, Zay's gonna find Kane here and leave us behind alternate F4. And they're gonna take the fight through the hotel. And Stoicism is gonna pin in again and find Monty. A great pick there, but alternate F4 is going to probably take this point here.
Yeah, they really just took what Party Pugs did on their attack and ran it back at them, but with a slightly different team comp. Really great plays by Liba, getting finishing off those low HP targets. Like they got the Mei and the Lucio at the end of that fight, really securing that fight. And now we're gonna see the Ramatra try and get some space to get that payload a little more progress.
We're gonna see the shatter here coming out from Stoicism, if I had to guess. Yeah, Monty's in a bad spot there. They all just collapse on top of him. And yeah, I don't know if they used the shatter now, but they did use the Deadeye, which, you know, that's not really a big deal to me. But I would, HP Atlas is gonna go down to Monty. They're gonna see the Annihilation, and then the shatter is gonna come out, but it looks too little too late as Stoicism goes down, and this is going to be another fight win for alternate F4, and they're going to get past the choke.
Yeah, and it was a great beat, sound barrier on the side of Monty too. Really saved Barbie's life and in that blizzard, along with the Rhine pin, kept their team alive and was able to secure the win. And now they're gonna try and hold this forward position, try and get some more card progress free.
Ooh, in a bad spot, Stoicism is. I'm surprised he's not dead yet. I wouldn't be surprised if he goes down, but HP Atlas is going to find Liba. HP Atlas gets low himself, though, and the overclock is going to come out from Zay. They're going to find Kane and face tanking a window, I guess. Zay did. Akriya's going to find two. Just another pop-off play for Akriya on the Mei. Looking like backbone out there.
Yeah, and that was, I mean, I'm all for aggressive plays, but I feel like that play by Zay was a little too aggressive. I mean,
if you're
jumping
gonna walk up to a window, at least walk past it.
Yeah, I mean, kind of just walked right in front and said, "Hey, I'm here."
Oh, there's no way Stoicism didn't see Liba, right?
Only one way to find out.
He knows that he has to be back there. Gonna put in a little bit of pressure, but he doesn't have the pulse bomb to blow anybody up just yet. But he will be going the opposite flank, looking for maybe HP Atlas, but I don't know. Yeah, gonna back out. Stoicism's really close to shatter, and that's gonna be a big wall as Barbie's gonna go down because of it. I would be surprised if any bolts came out here. Stoicism getting aggro again. Ooh, can Monty live? Can Monty live? He can. He can live. Gets away to the hotel, and Party Pug is gonna back up here.
I really like this aggression.
There, by the way.
Aggression. Oh, early shatter
and cleanse there from Serena. Window's gonna come out, and so is Annihilation, but a nice beat there from Kane. Big blizzard from Akriya, and that is 5 ultimates out from the side of Party Pugs. I would have been livid if they didn't win that fight.
Just a little bit of an overinvestment, if you ask me, Fletch. I mean, they probably didn't need to use every single ult. I feel like the beat, along with maybe a shatter and a blizzard, probably would have been enough to stabilize that fight. But I guess they thought otherwise. I mean, Stoicism has been getting his their ult quick.
But Monty's gonna use beat, and they're gonna use both. Oh, Liba, no! Oh no, Party Pug is gonna win the fight off that. That's so sad. Alternate F4 used 3 ults there too, and one of them got himself killed. Zay's gonna get staggered here. Just unfortunate gameplay all around, and they only have 1 fight left in the map here.
Yeah, and they swept over to the Reaper, probably trying to get some more up close damage because they realize this poke
Tracer
comp
wasn't
from the
doing
Tracer is probably
anything.
not going to be working out too well. But it should be interesting. We have the overclock coming
out.
in.
Nope.
Never
Yeah.
mind.
Okay. All right. It looks like we're going to map 3. 1-1. We're going to a map
Victory
4,
shatter.
at least. We didn't get a 3-0. You know what? Yeah. Party Pug is gonna take King's Row here, and in a pretty close map overall. But once Alternate F4 got to that middle point of the second point, I guess, they just kind of stalled.
Yeah, and props to Party Plugs. This is probably the style of play they wanted to do in Lijiang, but just couldn't get there, couldn't get to that point, or that communication to push in as they did. And they were really aggressive the whole way through that second point. Like, I think every single team win they had, they pushed all the way to alternate F4's spawn by first point. And as soon as they got to it, that choke, they immediately backed up and waited for them to come back, and they just collapsed on them again. Stoicism was getting shattered as almost every other team fight as well, really getting some value in that Rhine. Overall, a great comeback from that Lijiang map. Really strong on the side of Party Pugs. Now, map 3, Fletch, is going to be Escort, and it's going to be alternate F4's choice. So, based on these two maps, what do you think you would expect to see in terms of Escort?
I don't know. I feel like Junkertown. I feel like Junkertown is a pretty good point overall for the Ramatra comps during the back half. But I don't really know that well, you know. But we are gonna go ahead and head to a break here for a couple minutes, and we will be back with more tournament action in a bit. And welcome back, everybody, for some more CGL action. We got a 1-1 match between Party Pugs and Alternate F4. I don't know why the name escaped me there. That's unfortunate. But yeah, close match overall so far.
Yeah, and I was told that our next map is going to be Dorado, which is all F4's map pick, and I'm really curious to see what they come out on. I don't see them straying from the past two map comps with the Ramatra, Sojourn, Kiriko, and Lucio line, you know. But I'm really curious to see how Party Pugs responds and what they come out on. They were really strong with the Reinhardt, as we've been saying throughout Lijiang and King's Row. But I don't know. I feel Dorado can go either way in terms of how Ryan's play on that map.
You have to play it so perfectly if you want it to work, and if you don't play it to that perfect degree, it's just not going to. And yeah, I'm curious how they respond. Do they bring out the ball again? I don't know. It's going to be definitely an interesting map here for them.
If they don't do ball, I mean, they could easily do like a Diva, maybe a Winston. You know, there's a lot of high ground potential for a dive-esque comp to play around. But here we go. We're into Dorado, and we'll see these team comps in about 10 seconds.
Yep, that is a true statement if I've ever heard it. And we're gonna see the Winston. Okay, I'm not unsurprised, I guess. You know, it's been the tried and true on Dorado for years now. Not gonna quite make the jump there, Stoicism. But yeah, I mean, counter dive with the Echo Tracer coming out on the side of Alternate F4, and the Reaper Genji on the side of Party Pugs with Kiriko on both sides, but Mercy and Lucio coming out for the supports.
Yeah, and I would feel like that Mercy is probably gonna be sticking around with that Echo on the side of Alt F4. So they're really gonna be relying on those Kiriko heals and the occasional peel from that Mercy. But we'll see as it comes in, starting the map.
Stoicism is gonna, not Stoicism, Barbie's gonna jump up there and take a lot of damage, but it's gonna be Serena that gets found by HP Atlas. They're gonna trade out Stoicism, so that's a pretty big trade there, and it looks like Alt F4 is gonna try and get out here if they can. HP Atlas is gonna trade himself out for Barbie, which not a bad trade, I guess, but you know, at the end of the day, they're gonna have to get out here no matter what.
Yeah, and they really came out quick. I feel like they weren't expecting that Echo, it looked like at one point. So they must have been a little caught off guard. Lost that fight a bit, backed up, and now they're ready for this re-engage.
There's gonna be another trade here. Kane's gonna find Serena while Zay finds Akria. But Barbie's getting really low, and this looks like it's gonna be a clean little defense here for Party Pugs, with just Candy Corn being having to come back from spawn here.
Yeah, and the Reaper plays really well against this Winston, because throughout the history of like Overwatch and in terms of counters, Reaper has Winston's number in terms of gameplay and counterplay.
I'm surprised that Leva was able to get out there. That was some ankle breaking if I've ever seen it. But they're looking at the pulse bomb here probably here pretty soon with the dupe coming up too. Barbie's gonna find Candy Corn as the first pick. But once again, another fight that starts out with a trade as Akria's gonna find Serena. Pulse bomb's out and he almost finds himself again as HP Atlas is gonna find Liba.
Yeah, really unfortunate that it looked like that pulse bomb hit the Winston shield instead of any of the targets around there.
That's an unfortunate pick, as Party Pugs is probably going to have to back up a little bit here to wait for him to get back.
Yeah, and I mean, it's going to be close. It's probably going to be a little bit of a stall going in for this last point, trying to keep it going on the side of Party Pugs. They have the Primal Rage on both sides, so this could drag on for a little bit if possible.
Death Blossom is going to come out and find nothing, but Leap's going to find 3! Serena's going to find Stoicism, and it looks like Alt F4 is going to find this point. Ooh, and that's going to be 4 in the fight for Liba. An incredible fight there from him.
Yeah, I guess they completely forgot that the Tracer is lurking behind them. Took down a lot of all those low targets, and now here comes All F4 pushing forward as far as they can, try and get that free card push as much as possible.
See the Kitsune rush coming out from Alt F4, and they're going to find Kane immediately. He gets not an Andrew Jackson! Kane used beat there and died out of it, and Alt F4 is going to find the fight here because of it.
What a horrid way to lose beat. I've lost beat several times like that, and it's just never fun. Sometimes I just die with my mouth hanging, and that's what just happened to me there watching that happen. I mean, it's really unfortunate, but it happens, and you're just gonna have to try and play around it and get better. We see, oh, never mind. Okay. Looks like they're swapping around.
Yeah, Akria's. Wait, no, they did. They did
swap, but Akria showed the soldier for one point. I was about to say something about it, but they do have the Cassie probably trying to focus on that Echo a little bit more.
Barbie's gonna find Kane here as the first pick, and Lea's got Pulse Bomb here. I imagine he wants to probably find HP Atlas, but he goes down to Barbie, not before HP Atlas finds Serena. We're gonna see the Kitsune Rush come out here from Candy Corn, and Alt F4 is just gonna kite it, jump to the high ground, get away from it.
Yeah, that's a good play by them.
Get right back in, but Akria's gonna find Liba off rip. Zay's gonna dupe the Reaper here. Almost has Pulse Bomb. Akria's gonna find 2 though. They have Pulse Bomb. Can they find anything with it? No, they cannot. And they invest the Deadeye. That was interesting, I guess, but you know, it got something.
Yeah, and it led them to ultimately stabilize on that point. I'm curious to see. Yep, just about to say. I
Zay's gonna
feel like Zay might
oh,
be changing. I guess not. Yeah,
yeah,
stop baiting me on these switches here, man. I
uh,
mean,
I imagine it's because they still. I mean, I guess the Mercy still works with the Sojourn, doesn't it? I don't know, but you're gonna see Stoicism take a lot of damage, but he's gonna pop the Primal Rage there. Leave is pressuring the cart, making HP Atlas have to drop down there. See the Fan the Hammer going out to air over there. Oh, HP Atlas is dead. Yeah. Monty's gonna invest the Valkyrie here. And Candy Corn's gonna go down to Barbie. Barbie's gonna find 2 here, maybe 3. Yeah, definitely 3. A nice little combo there, and then Zay's gonna clean up the rest.
yeah, that was a great initiation on the side of all F4. From on the side with Barbie diving in there and
Shots.
collapsing on HP Atlas with Liba, and it just caused a little mini snowball onto that point.
Yeah, we're gonna see maybe Primal Rage for Barbie here, but have the Death Blossom out for a Kriya and the Kitsune Rush for Candy Corn. That could be a deadly combo there if they get it off right. HP Atlas is gonna get real low, but he's gonna find Serena here. Zay's gonna find Kane with the bombs, but big stick on the Stoicism. I thought he was about to kill someone else there, but nice shot there and nice stabilizing. Ooh, clean there from HP Atlas to stabilize this this 3rd point here.
Yeah, great job on Party Pugs. They didn't have to invest anything at all. They have everything except for Primal, and this can really change and could potentially end the map here. Right? They have the tools to stall this out with beat. They have the offensive pressure with Casino Rush, but I would imagine once one sends out theirs, it's probably going to be immediately matched.
Oh, Monty's gonna get found immediately. TP out, gonna see the Kitsune Rush and probably the Deadeye if I'm not mistaken. I am mistaken. Okay. Candy Corn's gonna go down to Barbie though. There is the Deadeye. Deadeye is gonna find nothing. And it looks like alternate F4 is just not ready to give up, and some great primal mechanics there from Barbie.
Wow.
He's gonna find 3 with the Primal Blade there.
Yeah, I mean,
that's not done.
it definitely was a Primal Blade with the way he was swinging those arms in that rage. But we do have to
coming
continue
out here
rush.
from Candy Corn. Are they gonna? Okay, no, they're gonna get out.
Real early.
It looked like it was too early, but Zay's gonna find Kane, and HP Atlas is gonna find 2, 3, 4.
So I had 5.
Where's the 5th? Where's the 5th? Where's the 5th? Give me
Give
the
me
5th.
ace.
No!
Aw. Unfortunate.
Play there from HP Atlas to clutch out with the defense, and that's not gonna be a full cap. That will be a hold there for Party Pug.
I mean, even though the Continue Rush was a bit too early, it didn't matter. HP Atlas just said, hold my drink, I'm going in, and cleaned up the whole team of alternate F4 in one fell swoop. Sadly, couldn't get the ace. I was really hoping for him to get the ace, but maybe next fight.
Maybe sometime this round, for sure. Definitely coming up. But I imagine we're gonna just see the Winstons again. If I had to guess here, that looks like Winston.
Yeah, I mean, Winston's really strong on this map overall, especially with all those high ground.
We're gonna see a Kriya going back to the Genji. If I remember correctly, he played Genji early on, did he not?
Yeah.
But we're gonna see the Echo Tracer coming out from Alt F4 again. It did work pretty well for most of their attacks, so I don't blame them for sticking with it.
Yeah, and with them on, I'm sure pretty quickly we're probably going to see the Party Pugs swap DPS to answer this Echo. I can't imagine they're going to let Zay run rampant again.
Yeah.
Like surely they had to have learned and get the Cassidy going early.
You just committed a sin.
Yes, I did.
Okay, but we're gonna see the dive onto the middle high ground there, and Alt F4 is just gonna drop down immediately. Stoicism is gonna jump straight in on whoever was over there. I couldn't really see, but gonna see not the dive, I guess. But Zay is defending now. Oh, I guess they were defending. I'm stupid. That's my bad. But Candy Corn is gonna find Barbie. Stoicism finds Serena. And this looks like it's gonna be a fight in the way of Alt F4 here. Or Party Pugs, sorry. Dang. What is wrong with me right now?
And it looks like Akria was trying to get that Mercy, who was really low and probably just a simple dash away from getting that Elam. Was able to get out just in time. Oop, looks like she got caught on. Got back to safety. Those pesky Mercies sometimes a little too slippery.
Yeah, I mean, she's less slippery now, but she's still so hard to kill because she's only a little bit less slippery and more tanky now. So we're gonna see the engage here, and Leva's gonna use his recall to try and get out there. Barbie gets pretty low, gets to low half. Serena's gonna go down to a Kriya here, and that's gonna be the first pick of this fight, and probably a very important one. Is HP Atlas is gonna find Leva, and they're gonna find the res onto Serena, but it doesn't look like it's gonna mean anything, as it looks like Party Pugs takes the point.
Yeah, nothing worse than getting res into a deep team fight where you're just met with nothing but death. Unfortunate timing on the side of Alternate 4 with that res, but it happens. Now we're moving on to point 2 with a couple ults coming online on the side of Party Pugs. Not to be matched with Alternate 4s as well. We have pretty even in terms of ult economy here. I can imagine this may be a crucial fight and try and get some of these out early.
He's gonna find Kane immediately, and Barbie's gonna find HP and a Kriya, and this is gonna be a quick fight as Barbie's gonna find 3 for himself. And Monty is gonna clean up Stoicism because that is the person that I expect to kill the Winston every time.
Yeah, and let's see. I mean, Party Pugs pulled out the 5-hole team fight last map and won pretty handily. Let's see what they're gonna do. They're gonna treat us with that again.
We're gonna see maybe the Dragon Blade coming out here, I can imagine.
Yeah.
But Stoicism gets pretty low. He's probably looking to pop Primal here. Yeah. Blossom comes out. Serena's getting pretty low, and I don't think they have cleanse anymore. They're gonna get out for now, but Stoicism's gonna put pressure on the point here, and Leva's gonna get domed by a knife. Candy Corn finds Leva there, and that's gonna be a lot less pressure on the back line for Alt F4. Heat Rush is gonna come out from Serena. Ooh, unfortunate timing there for a Kriya. Wanted to dash up there and kill everyone, but gonna see the Kitchen Rush coming out from Party Pugs now, and doesn't get anything is my question. I don't.
There goes
It
Beat.
does. They found. I mean, yeah, they used Pete, and HP Atlas is gonna go down. That was unfortunate ult usage there for Party Pugs. They don't get anything out of them.
Yeah, I mean, they probably went with the Casino Rush to kind of keep that pressure going after they lost the Kriya there. But that beat, I don't think they really. I mean, they did hit a couple people, but I don't know if they really got the true value of that sound barrier. But we do see a Kriya swapping over to Soldier probably to keep that Echo in check. We'll see how well it goes this time.
I'm a bit disappointed we won't get to see any more Cassidy from HP. That was incredible to watch last round. But yeah, we're gonna see the 76 here. A little bit of pressure putting on HP by the alt fire from the Winston. Nice little attempt at a prediction there from. Ooh, great checking there by Akria. Is gonna find Serena. Also wants to find the Echo, but they're gonna find the res, and there's a lot of pressure on Akria there. He's by himself, and he goes down to Liba. Liba's looking for Serena, or sorry, Candy Corn, but they're gonna get away. And that looks like another fight loss for Party Pugs.
Yeah, and good on all F4 for really applying the pressure to that Soldier 76 early in that team fight. If they just let him run rampant, it probably would have been a whole different story. You gotta keep these DPS in check with these flankers, and that's exactly what they're doing here.
Barbie gets real low there, but he's able to get away. We're gonna see quite a few ults actually coming up for Party Pugs here. See if they can get some value this time. Let's see the Primal Rage and the Death Blossom here. Primal Rage comes out here and putting pressure on nobody as I say that, Stoicism finds Serena with a jump, and Barbie's really low. He's gonna go down, and Zay's gonna find HP Atlas, but the Mercy is getting pretty dangerously low right now. They're gonna find the Mercy, and looks like they're gonna clean up here, and that will be a point cap for Party Pugs. And they are, oh, I say that, they roll out on the Wrecking Ball. He gets the adaptive shields off, starts spinning to win. Serena's gonna go down, and so is Barbie, and they invest it's not over yet though.
Oh,
maybe not a terribly ill-advised visor, because they were able to come back and touch again. But we are gonna see HP switch back over to Cassidy for this last point. Maybe it's just a comfort for the third point here.
Yeah, I mean, I still don't think they needed that attack visor at the end of that point. I mean, it was just, the ball was already dead. I can't imagine that much pressure being put on to that point to really warrant that visor, but looks like we have the Echo duplicate coming in.
On 76, and Liva's gonna be back behind them on the point like usual. And they're gonna get pretty low, but they are gonna go down. They're gonna get found, and Zay will not get any value out of their pulse or their visor, but they are gonna find HP Atlas here. This is still an even fight. We're gonna see the beat coming out from Party Pugs, and Stoicism is already gone, and he's gonna dive up to the high ground and try and take out the Kiriko here. Gonna get really low, and that's cleanse out. Unless the Mercy can help, yeah, that's great peel by Monty there. But this has to be, oh! Stoicism has the Primal Rage here, and they're gonna find Serena. Can they do something here? Barbie's gonna find a Kriya. Big pulse bomb there to take Stoicism down to half, and Stoicism's gonna get found here. Kane's gonna be able to touch, but it's not gonna be enough. It looks like this map is going to Alt F4.
Yeah, wow. That was a pretty close map on overall between Alt F4 and Party Pugs. That's kind of sad that we didn't get the Cassidy play of the game here, but honestly, proved me wrong that I just was assuming they were just Party Pugs was just me running Reinhardt the whole way through, but they went out with the Winston and did pretty decent with it. So
yeah, unfortunate ending to that map. That was, you know, honestly, I didn't expect much out of the Winston, like you said, but I was pleasantly surprised to see that they were super competitive.
Yeah,
but
and I do want to say the ult usage on Party Pugs so far, at least the past two maps, has been a little questionable, right? I mean, there was some beats being used that probably should have been used a little earlier, maybe held a bit till next team fight. They used all 5 ults in that one second to last push on point 2, and didn't get much value out of any of them, and it ended them causing them to use more time. And had they got some value out of those ults, we could have been looking at a 2-1 on the side of Party Pugs instead.
Yeah, for sure. Just a little bit sloppy mistakes. It happens, but they are down 2-1, and we are headed to match point on push. And it's gonna be Party Pugs' pick here, and if I have to guess, Coliseo. It's the best of the three for Reinhardt, and they
I was about to
obviously
say,
love that comp.
absolutely. I was just about to talk about that. I feel like that's probably going to be the pick. If not, I would be a little surprised and kind of curious to see what they do instead. Esperanza's, I wouldn't say is a strong rush map. It's more like a divey type map. New Queen Street can go either way, right? You could still run the Reinhardt successfully. It's just it takes a little bit more effort, a little more team cohesion. But Coliseo is strong, at least in my experience from watching games and playing on myself. Really strong Reinhardt play can change the whole course of that map and can really snowball.
Yeah, for sure. I'm just from the side of OW2 though. I imagine they're just gonna head back to the Ramatra comp that they were playing in the first two maps.
Yeah, and it was really strong for them. They were doing well for most of the match on that Ramatra comp with the Sojourn as well. Really strong damage output. And I heard that it's going to be Esperanza, actually, which is really interesting.
Oh, maybe they want to stick with the Winston. I don't know.
I mean, the Winston wasn't that bad, really. They did really well with that dive comp.
The Winston Echo, I could definitely. No, that wasn't them. I'm brain dead. But yeah, the Winston comps that they were running earlier, it just looked really strong, and I can imagine them going back out on it.
Yeah, and really excited to see. I mean, maybe they choose to go with the Ryan somehow and make it work. They can make us eat our words. We'll have to wait and see.
There is a lot of, I guess there's a lot of close quarter stuff on this map that you can do with Reinhardt, but it's gonna take a lot of effort if they want to get it done that way. But yeah, I mean, we are getting ready to head into the map here in just a bit. But I mean, been a close match so far overall. And
yeah, I mean, outside of Li Jiang, it's been really close. Going like that, I was a little nervous after seeing that map on that Li Jiang match, right? And how one-sided it was towards alternate F4, and Party Pucks really turned it around. Something must have clicked, saying, "Hey, what are we doing?"
They don't want to lose.
Yeah, they came this far. Can't lose now.
They made the tournament and they won their match. They won their matches and they want to win. They're not here to just fall over. And they showed it last map especially, like on a comp that's so different from what they ran before. They made it a very competitive game. So whether or not they win this map and we go to map 5 or they lose this map, I think they should hold their heads high.
Absolutely. There's a lot of things they can take from this too. I mean,
but yeah, we're heading into the map here. Got a few just a bit before we're gonna see who they're gonna rock out on. But that looks like Reinhardt from Stoicism. Like I said earlier, I don't want to jump to conclusions or anything, but that health pool looks like Reinhardt. It didn't steer me wrong on King's Row though. I'll say that. I just got boofed on Li Jiang. And we will see the Reinhardt off the rip here.
Yeah, we have the Cassidy May rush comp on the side of Party Pugs. And we, just like we suspected, we have the Ramatra comp on the side of alternate 4. This looks like it could be a rematch of King's Row, you know? Get some which comp is better going here.
I'm gonna see the rock out, gonna try and get to that robot first. Heads up. They're gonna be taking the right side here, trying to take the fight from the point, not the robot. They are gonna get HP Atlas out of the game quick here, and Serena's gonna find Candy Corn, and it looks like this point should be going to Alt F4 for now. Ooh, that was really close to a kill on Serena, but they're gonna find Stoicism and clean up Akria and Kane, and they're gonna get the first push out here.
Yeah, really unfortunate that HP Atlas fell so early, because that's going to be your main source of damage, is that Cassidy. Like, May doesn't really put out that much really burst type damage right away. It's more of a slow burn. And May is really just a crowd control-esque, trying to cause some disruption, get the team caught off guard.
Ooh, Zay gets really low there. One more. Ooh! Serena's gonna get out, but Stoicism's gonna find Monty. Nice little recall there from Liba. And oh! HP Atlas finding the dome on Liba, and the rest of his team cleans up as he takes his one, and they're gonna take the point here.
Yeah, and we're probably going to expect them to come out this tunnel here, right where HP Atlas is looking at, trying to get that early fight, but it looks like Stoicism wants to take it to them faster.
It's worked before, the aggression with the Reinhardt, for sure. Looks like Liba's gonna try and put some pressure on the point here. Oh! Hey, Zay, there's a bug on you, bro. I just wanted you to know that. Zay's gonna go down to the Earth Shatter there, but Serena, they're gonna find two. Akri's gonna find two for himself, and not quick enough on the wall, and Barbie's gonna find two with the Ram ult, and it's just a 1v1 versus Kane now. I lied, as Monty comes back.
Yeah, and that's exactly what I was talking about early in this matchup, right? With how well Ramacho can stay and keep a presence with that Nemesis form. Because he was pretty low. He had, I think, 100 HP base, and then with a click of a button, he's back up to 200, 300 health.
Window out. Monty gets real low. V's gonna come out from Monty, and then they're gonna counter with Kane, and Monty's gonna go down to the Cassidy. You see the Blizzard come out and probably not find anything, able to kite out of it. You're gonna see the Deadeye from HP Atlas, not gonna find really anything, but Akri's gonna find Zay. And Party Pugs is backing up here a little bit. And they're gonna try and push the point. Oh! Another nice little headshot there from HP Atlas. Monty's gonna get really low, and they're just gonna continue to put some pressure on the cart. Gonna see the again? Wow.
Oh, no.
Okay, but Barbie's dead, and that's a big resource gone for the side of Alt F4. Liba's real low, but he's gonna be able to get that health pack. Monty's gonna find Akria, but I don't think it will be enough right now. Stoicism does have Shatter, which is a really big factor here. Is he gonna find anything big with that Shatter? Yet to be seen because of the kitty cone. Monty's gonna find HP Atlas here. Oh, an unfortunate. Okay, I guess he found Serena, but ooh, okay, Zay. But Zay's gonna jump over the Shatter and find Kane and Stoicism. Was that 4 for Zay, or was that just 3?
Good to see you.
I couldn't tell. I think it may have been 4, but I may be confusing it with the kill onto Serena. However, it looks like they're gonna get the lead back here after that big play.
The cap.
Yeah, and the cap here will be massive, right? They'll get those close
They're
response.
not gonna get the cap because he left. That's such a tragic timing. Good Immort, but not enough to save Candy Corn. Serena's gonna go down. So is HP Atlas. The pin's gonna come in. Barbie's gonna be real low. Is he gonna be able to survive? He will. And Stoicism is gonna go down as Liba's gonna find Kane, and they're gonna clean up Akria, and that will be the cap from the side of Alt F4.
Yeah, and now they're gonna have these close spawns. It's gonna be a little. It's gonna be the momentum is gonna be favoring all F4 onto this map, and this is where push gets a little can become a bit of a snowball because now they're gonna be in their faces a little bit more. You have the Blizzard here to try and kind of force them away, and get that.
Those find Zay right off the rip. That's a big pick. Nice little pin there from Stoicism to knock Serena up and into the hammer, and they're gonna clean up fast without using an ult. that's the big part of that fight, is they didn't use anything to win that fight.
Yep, and they're gonna get rid of these early spawns here, getting that robot back to the middle. But they do have some click spawns, as we see Barbie coming out of that little staircase, not to be noticed by
Money
HBA.
with the beat here, and the ult economy is just so heavily in the favor of party pugs right now. Probably gonna. No! HP Atlas goes down to Liba. Oh, that's so tragic. Zay's gonna find Candy Corn. And probably Akria, yeah. Oh no, Akria. Oh no, man.
Did the Reinhardt dirty. Ugh.
Oh,
To
yeah.
lose your shadow to your own Maywall is just tough.
Unfortunate fight loss there for Party Pugs. That would have been probably a 3-person shatter.
But
just
I mean,
unlucky. Bad timing.
all F4 had a decent amount of ult investment into that fight. They used what looks like continuing rush,
Yeah.
overclock, and annihilation. So really heavy investment. You kind of want to try and get as far as you can, but it looks like they're sneaking the robot away.
Here. Yeah, I knew it was coming. Zay finds Candy Corn, and the pin is gonna get sidestepped by Zay. As Barbie's gonna find a Korea, and the bot's going right back the other way. HP Atlas is gonna find Liba with the post-mortem nade, but it's yeah. I'm gonna get some extra push here for Alt F4.
Yeah, and oh, got a little
They
sneaky
know.
thing going.
They know. They know. Is he by himself?
Oh,
I couldn't really tell if anybody else was with him, but
no, yeah, he was definitely. I think he was by himself, but the Ant Matrix came in as he was running out. So he has a support there.
Liba's gonna find a Korea, but will it matter? Doesn't look like it. They're gonna take the bot the other way, but Liba's gonna find 2. Big picks there from Liba. Can oh yeah, HP Atlas is gonna find Monty, but I would push the bot, guys. Actually, it doesn't. Yeah, okay. Zay and HP Atlas are gonna trade out each other right there.
Yeah, and then we have the Ramatra and Tracer back already to get this early contest. Probably scare them away.
Oh yeah.
Oh, do we get the kill? Yeah.
Yeah.
Unlucky.
Great tracking there from Liba. But we are going to see the shatter here probably pretty soon. Looking for the pulse bump. I imagine it will hit the nothing, and HP Atlas is going to find Liba, but he's going to get traded out again. Just great trades there from Alt F4 to try and keep themselves in the fight. Zay's looking dangerous again with this charged up railgun, and he's going to get a Korea really low. They are going to have a lot of ults on the side of Party Pugs here. And I'm interested to see what they want to invest if and when Alt F4 decides to drop here.
Yeah, and I mean, that overclock is nothing to mess around with. Oh,
yeah. It's a great. And the shatter, and that looks like an incredible cleanse there on the Barbie. And that will help them take this fight. He was low enough to die to the pin there, and that was just a well-timed cleanse by Serena.
yeah, and it really showed. Also, that fight really, like once again, brings up the point of how strong Ramacha's ult can be, because he just got, I think, two kills while he was just passively walking around with those nanobots getting some extra damage in. But it looks like the Ant Matrix comes in for some pressure.
Oh, I don't really like that. Oh, my God, Zay. Stoicism is going to find Zay, but I don't think it's going to be enough. Nice pulse bomb there. Going to find 2 with it. And it's looking like, yeah. Alternate F4 is going to be your PC Masters League champions for the mid-season tournament. Congratulations to Alternate F4.
Yeah, wow. Overall, great map. it was a lot of back and forth. It was usually push can tend to be one-sided, especially when you get fights going and they just keep rolling and rolling. But there was a lot of movement going in between that midpoint of the map, right? A lot of contests going on, a lot of lead changes. Overall, if you're party pugs, I wouldn't be too upset about that map. Overall, those past two maps were really strong. Outside of Lijiang, I feel like they played really well.
Yeah, at the end of the day, I think that they should be proud of the performance that they put out this evening, and they just look forward to the next 4 weeks and the playoffs. They've already proven that they can hang with the best of the best in this tier, and I imagine that we could probably see them again in the playoffs in the grand finals. They looked very good after that first map.
Absolutely. I feel like they may have gotten caught off a little bit off guard on that first map. They probably weren't expecting the Ramatra and for it to be as strong as they ran up against. But they took a step back, realized, hey, let's get them to play what we want to play. And they did, and they took Kings Row, they took them to the distance on Dorado, and they did really well on push. It's overall, I wouldn't be upset if I was Party Pugs. Obviously, there's some things that they probably could do better. I feel like their ult usage was a bit aggressive, but if it works, it works. If it doesn't, it can potentially burn you in the next previous couple of fights while you try to catch up on your ult economy. Overall, though, it was a great series to watch.
And yeah, everyone came to play on the side of OW2, but especially on those last few maps, I gotta bring up how well Zay played on. I think he was the one that played the Echo on Dorado, was he not?
I believe so, yeah, and
yeah,
mostly Sojourn too.
Yeah, on the Sojourn and all the maps that they won, he was popping off constantly. And then when he showed that he can also flex over to the Echo and play just as well. And that's the kind of stuff that you need to win, and they showed it. We are going to give our MVP to, I want to say Zay, yeah?
Yeah, really strong Sojourn plays throughout the whole series, especially on that. I think that it got at least minimum 2 to 3 kills with that overclock per usage.
Consistently, yes. Just great tracking, great aim, and that's the reason he's the MVP of this match. But yeah, once again, thank y'all for watching tonight, and congratulations once again to Alternate F4 for being our Masters Tier Grand Finals champion for the mid-season tournament. Thank y'all for watching, and good night.